And welcome to FLIX Daily News for May 3rd, 2012. I'm your host, Israel Anderson. Wow, this guy, Newt Gingrich, just dropped out of the race. He went with absolutely no debt whatsoever because he believes in a very sensible fiscal policy. He would have been the right man to balance the budget, and I'm talking a load of nonsense. Actually, this guy left the campaign. Now, here's a little something. You know why they suspend their campaigns? Why they only suspend them and they don't close them out? Because they can't raise money anymore if they close them out. So he wants to keep raising money even though he's no longer in the race. Why? Because he has $4.3 million in debt. Now, he was $4.8 million in debt, so he has paid some off. That's wonderful. And all the most important people have been paid off, like his own companies, and the company is owned by his wife, Killister, and the production company owned by his daughter and some other family members' companies. They've all been paid off, so don't worry. Nepotism is working great. Keep it all in the family. I can't believe that anybody actually wanted to vote for this guy. What a rascal. What a rascal. I just, if I was among friends, I'd say some more interesting things about the guy. Anyway. We just had this amazing rally last night at Cal State in Fullerton. Huge capacity crowd in the stadium. Take a look at this. Let me just get that out of the way. Huge amount of people there, and there's another one coming tonight as well. So upcoming Ron Paul events tonight in about 2 hours. UC Davis, make sure you get along there. This is going to be a huge event. In the morning as well, Ron Paul has a breakfast in San Diego. This isn't free. You have to pay to get into this one. It's not very much compared to some of the others and their $10,000, $15,000 fees. Actually, I think Obama had one once. Didn't you have a dinner? It was like $150,000 to get in. I mean, that's ridiculous. So 11:30 a.m. San Diego, that is tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night UC San Diego. So that will be an awesome event to get along to as well. And if you're in Texas, they are having a rally on the steps of the Texas State Capitol building. This is May 6th at 2 p.m. Tea Party Express rally. There's going to be a whole bunch of other people there as well. This is going to be huge. So if you're in Texas, get along. This is going to be absolutely amazing. For those of you who haven't heard, a bit of media censorship going on here because YouTube, my slides are a little slow today, has closed down one of Ron Paul's previous channels for the 2008 campaign. There's been some discrepancy whether this was an official Ron Paul channel or just a fan-created channel. No, this was an official channel. This was the official channel. It had all of the campaign videos for the last campaign on it, and there are some really good ones there that we linked to, and now they're all broken. Unless you use Ron Paul FLIX, because we've gone and fixed them all. So you can check it out. I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that eventually YouTube is going to put this back online and we'll be okay. I sure hope so. Delegate update. Let's just fly through this. This is what we had on the last show. So just really quickly, Alaska 25%, but we got the party chair, vice chair, secretary, and treasurer. In Massachusetts, 59%, and in Oklahoma, 60%, and in Louisiana, 74%. Now, some people have said, Israel, this is not a state convention. These are not figures from the state convention. These are from the county conventions, and these people are going to state. I know. But when you've got 74% of the delegates going to the state convention, we're going to win. So it doesn't really matter. In fact, we're probably going to end up with more than 74% of the delegates out of the state convention. This is absolutely incredible. But do you know what this all means? We now have at least five wins. We now have a plurality of 5 states, which means our name is on the ballot in Tampa, Florida, which means we did it. We win. So some have said we can't get on the ballot unless we have a plurality of 5 states. We've got that now. It's all going to happen. We're going to go to Tampa. We are going to have so many delegates and stealth delegates. This is a really doable, absolutely doable thing. Go and look at the previous video where I talk about what Warren G. Harding did. If you still have doubts, I'm not saying this is a sure thing. You know, I'm a realist. What are our chances? Hey, they're not that great, but oh, they're high enough that I want to pour everything in my being into doing this, because if there is any chance of us being able to do this, then we should be putting absolutely 100% into everything we are doing to try and do it. Makes sense, right? We can win the nomination. It's, you know, as Doug Weed and Jesse Benton have said, is it likely? No, it's not likely. But is the possibility there? Yes. Is the probability there? I would say we are moving into probable territory right now. So let's keep at it. It's not going to be simple. This is not going to be a cakewalk, but we can do it. And we'll talk a little more later about what the delegates can do at the convention, but there's a lot of delegates that are stealth delegates. They're Ron Paul supporters that are bound to Romney or Santorum or Newt Gingrich. What happens with them? Well, they can abstain. They can actually abstain their vote on the first round. Now, there's some discrepancy about that, and I'm working with some people to try and get to the bottom of it. And I don't think we'll ever get to the bottom of it, because really it really matters on what happens on the House floor, the rules that are created at that time, because they will elect a party chairman, and they will then have this rule-making session where everything is up in the air, and they can really kind of almost do whatever they want. But the great thing is, I think we will be there with more than 50% of the delegates in total. What that means is that when they try to pass rules, we can stop them from putting through bad rules. And I really do believe we can win the nomination. That is a total mathematical possibility. So that's on the cards. All right, volunteering opportunities. Neil Schloss in New Jersey is still looking for people to come and help in New Jersey. Please freeze the frame there, grab those details. Ron Paul is also looking for people in Texas. So if you are in Texas or you want to go there and spend the summer in Texas, please get down there. It is absolutely crucial that we win this state. We have to win Texas. If we win Texas, I believe the momentum of winning such a huge state can enable us to win California, which is also, as you know, a massive state. So there you go. By the way, I told you the other day I'm from New Zealand. A lot of people commented California is about the same size as the entire country of New Zealand. Interesting little factoid for you there. Legislation updates, some more exciting 10th Amendment kind of news. South Carolina is considering, it hasn't gone to the House yet, but it's called H4128, and it's a sound money bill. And this bill goes further than any other sound money bill I've ever seen a state do, because not only do they want to make gold and silver coin legal tender, which it should be because the Constitution allows for that. In fact, it says only that can be legal tender. But they want to establish a committee for the adoption of an alternate form of currency. And I looked into the bill, and what this would be a state currency backed by gold. This is profound. Imagine going to South Carolina and going into a store and seeing in the cash register they have their, Federal Reserve notes or South Carolina. I mean, if you're a South Carolinian, you want the South Carolina money. You don't want the Federal Reserve notes. Ron Paul talks about how the Federal Reserve will eventually die. This is how. This is exactly how. If you are in South Carolina, contact your representatives and senators in the state and tell them H412 is a bill you want to see passed. All right? So ask them to co-sponsor that bill. CISPR passed the House. Contact the Congress there. Mozilla, who make Firefox, just came on board opposing this about time. EFF has a page up here. You can find the URL there. This does work. Some people were not typing this in correctly. Someone had CRISPR. It's not CRISPR, it's CISPR. Do that. Make sure you contact them. And these are our pictures of the day. This one is amazing. Leonardo da Vinci. Nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. We're not silent anymore. And this one, I love this. Ron Paul, I believe this is one of his grandsons. I don't know why else he'd be wearing a Ron Paul shirt. So that's absolutely just wonderful. What a man. He's just so humble. It would be so wonderful to have a president like that. Anyway, that's our show. Please subscribe, favorite, thumbs up, comment, and share this video everywhere you can. You can follow us, and please do, on Twitter, Ron Paul FLIX, and on Facebook, Ron Paul FLIX. And you can financially support us here. That's our show. Please donate to the campaign. I will see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.
Let's get this straight. We're debating between a big spending, debt ceiling raising fiscal liberal, the moon colony guy, a moderate from Massachusetts, or a Texan with a real plan to balance the budget. Get with it, people. Only one candidate will stand up for Texas. Ron Paul isn't playing games. 5 federal bureaucracies gone. $1 trillion cut year 1. Get Washington off your back. Ron Paul. Big, bold Texan.
I'm Ron Paul, and I approve this message.